lion, keeping Biafra safe from Zion. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our Prime Minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want them strong. We Simon that power we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout. Mama Biafra, yeah, I'll call no doubt. Enemies close, but we stand up tall. Together we rise, we no go follow. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our Prime Minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Freedom now before it's too late. In unity we go they strive. Fight for freedom, we go alive. With courage and strength we they fight. Mama Biafra, our guiding light. Oh, Mama Biafra, your children they cry. Finland free our Prime Minister. We no go lie. Our enemy they try to annihilate. Free am now before it's too late. Freedom no be small something. Now waiting we dey demand without fronting. Biafra land we want them strong. With Simon Ekpa we go march along. From the east to the west we dey shout. Mama Biafra, yeah, oh I call no doubt. Enemies close but we stand tall. Together we rise, we no go fall.
Biafra. I defend for Biafra my right to agitate. My right. They turned it from peaceable now to terrorism.
Sanguinisque pretio.
Breaking news reaching us now, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has been arrested, extradited to Nigeria, and is right now being arraigned at the Federal High Court in Abuja. Kanu is facing charges bordering on treasonable felony instituted against him at the Federal High Court.
It was an unjust war.
Long ago, in the heart of Biafra, a nation was born from the ashes of war. A war that scarred the land and its people, yet it never killed the spirit of freedom.
The war aim of Biafra is purely to prevent ourselves being slaughtered, nothing more.
It was in this land, scarred by conflict, that Nnamdi Kanu was born, a son destined to revive the dream of independence for Biafra.
And if anybody is going to judge our success and failure in this war, it will have to depend on how much we have prevented the enemy from killing us.
Raised with the echoes of his ancestors' struggles, Kanu understood that the wounds of war ran deep in the hearts of his people. The scars from the Biafran War, which ravaged the land and cost countless lives, had never healed. The dream of an independent Biafra, broken but not forgotten, lived on in the hearts of those who survived. It was these voices, these memories, that called him to action. As Nnamdi Kanu grew, so did his voice. He became a preacher of justice, a messenger for those who were unheard. He spoke not just for his generation, but for all those whose lives were shattered by the war. The pain of the past was alive within him, and his words resonated with the cries of the oppressed. But as Kanu's message spread, so did the fear of the establishment. His calls for self-determination grew louder, shaking the very foundations of the government. They feared the revival of a Biafran spirit, one that could awaken the wounds of the past and ignite a new conflict. And so, they moved against him. Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, his body captured, but his spirit unbroken. The authorities believed that imprisoning him would extinguish the fire he had started. But they failed to understand the depths of his cause. The pain of the war, the bloodshed of the past, was not something easily forgotten. It was a flame that could never be fully extinguished. His arrest became a symbol of the struggle that began in the blood-soaked fields of the Biafran War. The demand for freedom was still alive. The fight for justice continued, not just for Nnamdi Kanu, but for all the lives lost, for all the children born into a world of scars. The fight for Biafra is not just his fight. It is the fight of all those who have ever dreamed of a free land. And though the past may haunt the present, the future is still unwritten. As long as the story of Nnamdi Kanu is told, as long as the voices of his people rise, the dream of Biafra lives on. Arrested again, 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 and yet again.
I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra, my right to agitate, my right. They turned it from reasonable felony now to terrorism.
This is Nnamdi Kanu speaking. Biafra land, listen. They thought they could silence me, but they didn't just cage me. They caged your spirit. They made you forget that our land still bleeds, that our people still suffer, that nothing has changed. 5 years in chains. But what about you? Are you not free? Or have they bound your voice with fear? The struggle was never about me, it was about you, your children, your land, your future. So I ask you, where is the fire that once burned in your heart? Where is the voice that once roared for freedom? Wake up! Rise again. Speak. Act. Remember who you are. This is Nnamdi Kanu.
Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining us on today's program. I appreciate everyone that has connected. Wherever you are connecting us from, I thank you for being part of the program. We are here to bring you another blockbuster. Tighten up your belt and do not move an inch. Watch closely to this amazing exposition. I bet you after watching, you will never remain the same. We are bringing you update as victory is coming. Mazi Simon Ekpa is coming out as soon as possible. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also is coming out. All the leaders of the Biafra agitations are on their way out. The court case is almost coming to an end, and we are here to bring you the briefing. Please join us on this platform. Follow the program from beginning to the end. There are very, very important information that you must get. Those information you missed throughout the day and in the morning, this is the time for you to tighten up your seatbelt, relax yourself, and watch from beginning to the end, and hear the perspectives of the Biafran people as the debate on the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa continues to go on today. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Don't say you are not told. Watch, tighten up your seatbelt so that you can enjoy the program and add your own opinion on the comment section. A lot is going on in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but they are what we expect. And I want every Biafran to know that you do not expect any justice from your enemy. We are not expecting any justice from the enemy. Already, the injustice is already there for the detaining Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for more than 5 years now for no just cause. The injustice is very clear. After he has been set free by several courts and compensation was ordered Nigerian government to pay to him. Instead of that, they took him back to start the case afresh. That in its own is already an injustice. And I say we can never get justice from Nigeria. And I want every one of us to understand that the only way to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the justice he deserves is to pursue Biafra earnestly and get it. It is only when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in Biafra where he will only be accountable to Biafra and not the enemy, not the terrorist government of Nigeria. I am not praying for a bail that will be granted and later on they will go at the back and try to take his life, just like they did in 2015. After he was arrested in 2015, we knew what transpired. They went through the back door to go and take his life and he escaped. You know about the Python dance and the way Biafrans lost their life. So we don't want such event to happen again. That is why we must have to face this squarely once and for all. Pursue the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through the self-determination of Biafra. Once Biafra independence is sealed, once we get to Biafra land fully, I bet you only then and then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can enjoy genuine freedom and justice. There will be no justice in Nigeria. Never. There will never be any justice in Nigeria. That is why our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa continued to pursue the cause of Biafra against all odds, against all the attacks, against all the blackmail and propaganda, against everything. He continued to pursue the freedom of the Biafra. Because only that will guarantee the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And in the course of that pursuit, They knew that Mazi Samuel had the key, and they activated their global conspiracy, and they took him out so that things will not happen. What we owe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Samuel today is to make sure that that thing which they are defending, that thing which they stand for, nobody can stop it. Make sure that nobody can stop that thing which they stand for. That is the assignment we owe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Samuel. So wherever you are, I urge you to know that it is our responsibility to make sure that these people are free. And how do we do it? We are going to do it by following up events, by doing what we are supposed to do, and also by acting, supporting the United States of Biafra, propagating the gospel to make sure that the voice of Biafrans is heard across the whole world. Before we will go into the full program of the day, I would like to take us back to what transpired yesterday. Let us just get a brief of the case yesterday before we go fully into today's program. It is important that we know where we are coming from, then we can know where we are going, because a lot of things are unfolding, and as those drama unfold, we will continue to listen and follow closely so that we don't make unnecessary arguments. Let us hear a short brief that one of the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave. Then from there, we can now go into the briefing of today and carry Biafrans along to know what is going on.
Greetings, Barrister.
Thank you.
Okay, today, the 18th of June, 2025, was slated for the continuation of trial between the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We observed today the PW4, Mr. DDD, was called into the witness box to testify their role in this very case. Please, could you also tell us what happened within your powers? Because I understand there has been a sort of order, regarding divulging information. But go ahead, please.
Well, thank you very much. Today, PW4, known as DDD, continued in his testimony before the court, and he further identified the statements he made, his evidences in the previous sitting. He acknowledged that he attended the container and as well as the exhibits, said to the transmitter. He also went further to give more evidence with respect to the happenings, the killing of Bulat, the killing of Ikonso, and the issues of sit at home. Under cross-examination, he admitted that Bulat was killed on a Sunday, contrary to the assertion that he was killed on a Monday. He also admitted under cross-examination that one of the documents he tendered, and that is the Vanguard online publication, which he tendered in the last sitting. He admitted that anybody who releases such confessional statements to the police, to the public, or to the press is acting prejudicially. There are so many other evidences he gave, which we may not analyze at this point in time, because we do not want anything that will hamper or reduce the integrity of our matter. We strongly believe that the prosecution is most likely going to close this case before Friday, or not before Friday. It all depends on what happens tomorrow, being Thursday, when a new witness is most likely going to be presented by the prosecution according to the prosecution lead counsel. So if they present that witness, we know what the witness will say, and possibly cross-examine him either the same tomorrow or on Friday. But we thank God for everything, and as we always say, the level we have gone so far is the level I call the surrogate level. Even the that is the spirit, the dance of the spirit. our fingers are crossed. We all have hope, very, very high hope. And it's our very strong belief that Omo Chineke, wherever we are, will continue to maintain the peace as we have always been known to maintain. So far, the evidences standard, to my mind, has not shown that Omo Igbo or Biafrans or Omo Chineke were responsible for any killings. Rather, the evidence has shown that 200 people were killed in Umpo by state security agencies, including the Nigerian Army, the police, and the SSS. That is the evidence so far we've gotten, that over 200 persons were killed. Of course, we've not also seen the 2,000 heads, human heads they mentioned. We've also not seen the 30 heads they allegedly claimed Biafrans had assembled for the burial of Ikonso. So there are so many things, so many loose ends, which they've not been able to tidy it up. We thank God because it shows that our client is innocent and will continue to be innocent. It is for them to prove his guilt, and so far, we have not seen such proof before this court. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
So what you saw now is just the briefing of what transpired yesterday. For some of us that missed it yesterday, that's why I brought that up, so that we can be able to be acquainted with where we stopped, so you can know where we are continue from today. There are a lot of updates already that I'm gonna try to read out so that Biafrans can be able to follow up. But from yesterday, you can see that every single evidence they have brought against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is trashed to the dustbin. None of those evidence hold water. In the issue of the transmitter, at the end of the day, there was no transmitter found into the so-called container. They said they saw kitchen utensils and so many other things that were mentioned, which even the judge has to go to supervise by himself to see what is there. And secondly, again, in the case of Gulag that they call Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into, after cross-examination, the witness later confirmed that Gulag was shot, was assassinated on a Sunday, not on Monday, sit at home, as they tried to paint it. You know, they initially tried to paint it as if it's on Monday, to attach it to the sit at home that was ordered by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because that was what the witness did. But at the cross-examination section, the witness at the end of the day admitted that Gulag actually was taken out on a Sunday, not on a Monday, which is the normal sit at home. So again, on the issue of where they claim that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ordered the members of the IPOB to go and get the 2,000 head, and somebody came and testified on a newspaper publication. They said they saw a newspaper publication that somebody wrote that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sent him to get 2,000 head, and he was able to get only 30. So you can't just throw a word there as an evidence to prosecute somebody. This is a very serious case. The person they called Onyami or whatever was not seen anywhere. There is no evidence provided of 2,000 head. There is no evidence provided of 30 heads. Even the person that wrote the publication is nowhere to be found. Just a publication that was seen. And that is how idiotic and foolish the Nigerian media has always been, including the Judicial, everything that has to do with the zoo. Because they just go and pick up any lie anywhere to satisfy their selfish interests. If they want to go against you, they can take anything wherever they see it on the social media. They can create anything just to go against you. But in this case, international observers are here and are watching. And I bet you everything I have thrown against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so far, every one of them is quashed. They are thrown to the dustbin. None of them hold water. No single one hold water. So today we are continuing today, and in today's case, we heard that they are going to bring more witnesses. We heard that they are bringing more witnesses. So let us wait and see. Let us look on and see if they have really brought other witnesses. Because they promised that they are going to bring more witnesses today. So let us watch and see if they are going to present more witnesses today. That is why we are here. Thank you, my beloved brother Chris. Thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate you, my brother Christian, thank you for that support. May Chukwu Abiyama protect you, guide you, and also bless you more and more.
You're welcome, bro.
Thank you, my brother. So, we are going to continue. As you saw that briefing, so far, everything that was brought against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no single one hold water. Not a single one hold water. It was just a mere propaganda, blackmail, a mere hearsay. They said and they did not say. And even the people who are testifying could not be able to come out and testify. Those who say they saw publication, only a publication, and there was no evidence to back up whatever nonsense they were saying. So we are going to continue to follow the events and also get any update that we have seen following up the case of our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know that a lot is happening in this time, more especially what is happening between Israel and Iran is also creating a distraction, and we ourselves must focus and make sure that whatever is happening in any part of the world does not overshadow what is happening in Biafra land. That is one thing we should pay attention to. Whatever is happening across the world, we must not allow it to overshadow what is happening in Biafra land, because this has happened before. Anytime we are having an issue, anytime Biafra is making progress, there will be a global trouble that is going to draw attentions of the people to go to that direction. And some of us get carried away. We forget what we are doing and we begin to do something different. So we must be very, very active and focused and make sure that we continue to follow events of the case of our Prime Minister, Mazi, Simon Ekpa, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and report it. We must continue to report it. No matter the distraction that we see across here, our own freedom is in our hand, and it is we and we alone that we fight and make sure that our voice is heard. Nobody is going to do it for us. If you fold your hand, nobody is going to do it for us. It is we that we have been on this path for a very long time, up to this date. So we have to continue to make sure our voice is heard. So the update we have just gotten, and while waiting for the case between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with the federal government of Nigeria to be called up, we wish to remind our readers that consequent upon the strict restriction placed by the presiding judge, they are placing another restriction, Justice James Omotosho, on reporting on social media proceeding from inside the courtroom, there will be a reduction in court updates. This information is necessary to guide Biafrans to remain vigilant while we seek other measures to get our resources. You see, they have now begun to restrict informations, That is what they always do. They are now beginning to restrict informations, and so informations we are getting now is limited. We already told it's going to be limited. You cannot hear everything. We can't get everything, so that we should just have patience and follow along. That is the information we are getting from that very place in Abuja. They are always that way. When things are coming out to expose them, they put in some restrictions to limit information that Biafrans are getting. So they have placed that now, and so many people who are supposed to be giving us immediate update from the court are now being restricted, and some of them do not even have access to their phone, and those who have access, we are not allowed to pass information. So we have to be patient and wait until something comes in. Whatever comes in, we are going to try as much as possible to make sure that the Biafrans get the information as it flow in. So whatever happens, it is not new. We know the system of the zoo. They are always doing that. Each time they want to hide something, or each time they want to put us in tension, they restrict and limit the information that comes to us. But no matter how they try to do that, we already know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as I speak, has no case to answer. That is the obvious truth. So no matter what they do, no matter what they say, we will never give up. We continue until we get to our destination. My brother Christian, you're welcome. Please give us your opening remarks so that Biafrans, while we'll proceed to see what we can see today.
Good morning.
You're welcome, my brother.
Yeah, so obviously
Yeah, just I followed what you read out. I think that was the proceeding from yesterday. So,
Yes.
where is the background noise coming? Is it from this brother?
Yeah, I think so. I mute him.
Okay. Yeah. So you know that Nigeria is not a normal society. You know, it's just not. And all this whole game that they are playing, like I keep saying, we'll be following them, we'll be watching, and we see to the end of it what happens, how it goes. That will determine what we do moving forward. Because as it is now, Nnamdi Kanu has absolutely no case to answer. He's a free man, he's an innocent man, but they are just looking for whatever, you know, but we see. Because from what that lawyer just read, or yeah, he spoke about it, and I was happy, first of all, for the fact that
the great statement from the lawyer.
Yeah, that lawyer. Yeah, I don't know his name because I know Nnamdi, who is brilliant and brave. I also lots of them that I'm really, really admiring. There's another one too who is an international one. I'm trying to something. Man, he's one of the best. You can't even imagine. He's so vast on and he covers worldwide. He's a member of this world law, whatever. But he's been traveling a lot. I'm trying to remember his name, but okay.
The one that have beers.
Exactly, that black one that has beer, big beers. Yeah, he is so enlightened. You can't even imagine. You know how he's young and he's traveled vastly. He has great knowledge about laws and international everything. So, but like this Nnamdi one that I'm really impressed about was he mentioning Biafra, because I've said it severally that this case is between the zoo called Nigeria versus Biafrans. That's what it is. You know,
exactly.
They may not always put it like that, but in theory, that is what it is, because Nnamdi Kanu is representing us all. And if you remember, during the apartheid regime, it was also white South African, you know, against the ANC, which Mandela represents. So this is exactly what it is. And this lawyer mentioned Biafra. If you remember, when he was making that comment yesterday, you played now, he mentioned exactly. So that is very impressive. So for people to get that perspective, that is Biafra versus Nigeria case, that is what we are witnessing. And the irony of it all is that if that country was a normal society where justice prevails, because there's absolutely no justice in Nigeria, but if it were, this case, as we speak, will be thrown out for the mere fact that the witness, you just said that the witness, I think I had it also yesterday, that they were trying to claim that the killing of Gulag was on was it Monday or something?
Monday, yes.
Yeah, rather than Sunday, because they want to attach it, because they want to. You see, so trust me, bro, if in a normal society where judicial system has any atom of value, that alone, that one singular error or fabrication, because I don't think it's error. It's not an error. It was well deliberate. They wanted to just make it to build their case. For that alone, my goodness, because it's not a mistake. You can't call it a mistake.
It's not a mistake. It's not a mistake. This is the case of Goodluck. Goodluck is not just an ordinary person in the street.
Exactly.
He's a very big politician. They know the date. Everything is in the court. The judiciary have the date and everything. The police have the police investigated his death. So they have the date. They know what happened.
So obviously they tried to embark on judicial manipulation, you know, and that
Monday sit at home becomes Sunday sit at home.
Exactly. So obviously a serious judge, a serious justice system will throw the case away for doing that, because you are trying to deceive the court, you are trying to deceive the people. That has strike off, that completely messed up because the way, like again, like I said, in a serious country where normalcy prevails, there are things you don't do. Because if you try to come to the court and to manipulate and to fabricate something like that, the judge will not believe you on anything moving forward. So there's no point. But again, it's Nigeria, and with this justice system, this Omotosho, we don't know what they're cooking up, sort of, but we shall see. When all is said and done, then we take it from there moving forward. So that's just the issue for now. We are following them. We just continue to follow them. These people, they collapsed already because their cup don't full, so to speak. Their cup don't full. It didn't. The one of our PM yesterday. Do you have any finality or any latest? What's going on? You have anything? Any news?
The update we have on PM. Let me check on that of PM. I think the Deputy Prime Minister posted some update on that very case yesterday. So
good.
Let's go there and see about the update of that come from our Deputy Prime Minister on that very case. Nigerian government is they are done for. These are people who don't care. When they lie without conscience.
Yeah.
So this is the update that came out there. Say breaking Finland update from Prime Minister Finland court case. The Finland case on our Prime Minister concluded today, June 18, 2025, with judgment scheduled for September 2025.
What? September
2025. When they scheduled the judgment.
Jesus Christ. September. Well, September is like 3 months from now, or 4. I don't know. We are in June, July. Okay. Yeah. Well, about 3 months from now. But
when they are going to pass the final judgment. Before then, I think he's going to be granted bail. From what she wrote in this one, it's still the possibility of our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa going home next week is high.
Good. Okay.
And on the table. Not just because this case is a political witch hunt by Nigeria to stop the declaration of and full protection of the new sovereign state of Biafra. It is also a case of self-determination and self-defense by a people whose citizens have been killed daily for their religious and political belief by Nigerian President Tinubu and Defense Chief Christopher Musa. More importantly, this case is between Finland, Nigeria, and the United States of Biafra, who has taken the necessary steps to report and stop several human rights abuse of Nigeria, killings of Christians, reintegration of known terrorists and into the country, police and army to right quarters. The conflicting prosecutors' witness report the use of alleged members of belonging to a terrorist group to try Prime Minister in a purported terrorist case. The clear proof that the Monday sit at home in Biafra for the past 3 years is a voluntary activity agreed upon by all Biafrans. The confusing report of who heads IPOP or not. All these were glaring during the short-planned trial and rendered the whole case invalid and of no merit. The seat at home was not imposed by Simon Ekpa as it continues in his absence. The killing in Southeast Biafra was not caused by Simon Ekpa as it got worse during his absence. In the conclusion statement today, Finland needs to redefine what terrorism is and ensure that the word is not used to label and suppress freedom fighters and opposing political views using transitional repression, which Nigeria is known for. The United States of Biafra government was well represented from the beginning to the conclusion of the Prime Minister's case today. The United States of Biafra, USB, is sovereign nation that was declared in Lahti, Finland on November 29, 2024 without our PM, Simon Ekpa. The cabinet of the United States of Biafra make decision relating to the issues of the new nation and stand 100% with Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and our leader, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Self-determination and self-defense is our right, and we are committed to building one of the best countries in Africa. Biafra have the right to vote and all. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, DPM, COS, United States of Biafra.
Good.
That's the update that she gave.
Good. So, Mazi Choose.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a good update from USB, and it even gladdens my heart much more with the fact that hopefully next week he will be granted bail, right?
Yeah, by God's grace.
Yeah, by God's grace, PM will be granted bail pending the final pronouncement in September. So obviously victory is ours. You can see that from that thing yesterday, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, that that allowing him to embrace his people in physical. Yeah, so that obviously is an indication of the victory for Biafrans. So we thank God. Many more is coming. So obviously when he comes out on bail, then at least he will be able to have some. So it's a good thing, no matter what he decides to do. But I don't like preempting stuff, right? So when he gets the bail, then we take it from there. So that is a good thing. Was he written? Well, sorry to say that, though. Well, is there a suggestion or idea from you that he will be granted bail, or did Dr. Ngozi, did he indicate in that write-up that he will be granted bail? No? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she wrote.
Oh,
that's exactly how she wrote it there. Let me read exactly what she wrote. She said, the possibility of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, going home next week is high and on the table. Not just because this case is a political witch hunt by Nigeria to stop the declaration and full protection of the sovereign state of Biafra. So that's how she put it.
Good. All right. Fingers crossed. So, yeah. So, obviously, it is well, and we see how it goes. The zoo is one big mess. The zoo is in big shit. Whether they like it or not, it's happening. Everything has its time and season. This is it. This morning, just like Sister Ojugo was saying yesterday, there's something about this El-Rufai guy. She was very particular about him yesterday. Could you believe that this morning, El-Rufai was telling Nigerians that anybody who thinks that Tinubu will be re-elected in 2027 does not know Nigeria, or does not that is talking about a different country, not Nigeria. So you can see that level of confidence or audacity. That level of audacity is not coming from a place of emptiness. There's something. There's definitely something. Just like we were discussing that yesterday. But for me, I'm not surprised at none of this. I'm not surprised at all, because, like I've been emphasizing all along, that Nigeria is a Fulani hijack system. The Fulanis, they run Nigeria on behalf of the British. And of course, every one of us know that they handed the country over to them back then, many, many decades ago. So it's not surprising that they feel so much confidence when they do these things, and when they speak with so much authority. In other words, they own the country, and there's little or nothing you can do about it. So that is where those confidence is coming from, telling you that anybody who thinks that does not know Nigeria. So, but we shall see. Obviously, Nnamdi Kanu also well aware of this whole thing, well aware of these people. And if you remember in one of his broadcasts, he was like, who are these people? Nnamdi Kanu made who are these people that feels like not only do they own Nigeria, but everybody in Nigeria is under is a subject to them. So he was That was amazing. Who are these people? And we are seeing it today. You know, that level of arrogance, if you will, when the even southern region, the southern governor came together and make a pronouncement about open grazing, he told them that they are wasting their time. And they're only to find out that truly, they were just wasting their time.
It was a waste of time.
Exactly. About 5 years, 6 years down the line, everybody's called another. It's a waste of time because they oh my God. So this, again, you begin to wonder if you're a Biafran, it doesn't matter the region you are and you are supporting one Nigeria, you must ask yourself, is there something wrong with you? That a country you say is your country, if a very tiny fraction of people owns it, runs it, arrogantly, they will allocate who is who or who is not, who can be president. So these people can just, even when let's just say, okay, for the sake of it, that it's the turn of Satan, but they are telling you that no, that he will not be the president. So all the ego might all the ego no. If it amen. Yeah. Wow.
Glory to God. We are winning. We are winning. No shaking.
We are winning. Even though that the infiltration and the massacre is still ongoing in Biafra land, you know, and some of these things too, because Finland, they have to realize that they are partly responsible for every life taken in Biafra land, because when our PM was around and very active, he was able to give protection to the people. Yes. Which is the law, international law granted anywhere and everywhere in the world. You have to protect yourself. You cannot sit and watch and get hacked down. Nobody is not acceptable, you know. Like I said, today, Israel and Iran, they are battling it out. But that is their own this thing. They have to deal with that, right? And as we are dealing our own issue. We are facing what you can argue the worst existential threat ever as Biafra. Because it's been going on way before some of us were born. It's been going on. And with the global conspiracy behind it, so you can imagine how it feels. Nobody talks about it. The people, the international community, they just close their eyes away while people continue to get massacred day in, day out. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. So that is the situation for now, my dear brother. Choose.
Thank you so much. My brother Greg. Greg, you are there. Unmute yourself and speak to us. Let's hear you, Greg.
Yes, good afternoon, Mazi Chus and the brother Christian.
Good afternoon.
My greetings to all the Biafra families all over the world that are listening. Thank God for today. He's been a good God, and our God is doing good. So we must thank Him for every situation. We thank Him for the life of Mazi Simon Ekpan and the level and the extent He have taken him to and taken Biafra to. We thank God for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is still there today, continue the battle. His effort will never be in vain, and God will fight the remaining battle. Yes, my brother. I don't know. I hope this noise is not coming because I'm at home and today is public holiday. There is a bell that's ringing in the church. Bye, you know. Yes,
go ahead, we can hear you. We can hear you clearly.
Okay. And I'm outside because the children is stopping. The sun is shining, so I decided to stay outside.
Right.
Yeah. So, we thank God so much for the update from yesterday concerning our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpan Nwachukwu. Yes, I'm happy for the updates, and I know sometimes also okay make obi die mma amara m no ga-eme ya ka obi danye mma o amara m no ga-eme ya Ọ ga-emere anyị ka obi dị anyị mma o. Anyị kwere Chukwu ga-eme, chi anyị ga-eme ya ka obi dị anyị mma o. Anyị ma Chukwu ga-eme ya, ọ ga-emere Biafra obi dị ha mma. So anyị kwere na ọ ga-eme ya. In the great surprising that enemy cannot even believe it. He will do it, just as it come out that possibly, I am saying it's not more possible, but he's coming out next week. Simple.
You see?
He will be free from next week. The hand of freedom is upon his life, and nobody can change it. Tinubu cannot change it. Shatima cannot change it. Bianco no cannot change it.
You see?
Uchechi Kanu cannot change it. Not Rubadi can change it. Mba cannot change it. Soludo cannot change it, and the whole Bozodima cannot change it. All the bloodsuckers in so-called Nigeria contraction cannot change the hand of freedom that is upon Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu. Because who is with us is greater than Tinubu and his gangs.
Yes.
So they cannot change the hand of God. That is the message. So, just like our Deputy Prime Minister already sent it that possibly our PM will greet his family, Biafra family, next week. And God will do it so that Biafrans will be happy.
You see?
And shame the enemies.
See?
The same message when I watched this yesterday evening, when I watched one of the lawyers from the Mazi, Nnamdi in Nigeria. He was saying that there are going to be another case starting today, and that the case is gradually coming to the last point, and they are hoping that everything work out, because all the evidences that they brought, none of their evidence stand.
No.
He said none of their evidence stand. He said the 2,000 head and the 30 head they are talking about, they have not seen anyone. The person who said that they asked him to kill 2,000, but he get 300 or he get 30. They did not show the person, neither did they show us where the person put the 30 head he got.
The newspaper they show us.
The newspaper they show us. So, you know, sometimes when God is fighting a battle, people cannot understand it. And as they think that they are persecuting and paralyzing Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, they are lifting up more and more. I can see some white people, I think maybe that is a group of people that they say they came from US.
Yeah.
Well,
yes.
The observer. Either they come for good or they come for bad. But whether they come for good or whether they come for bad, it will turn out to be on our favor. That is the truth. So, because the level we are going now is not just a cup, but the level we are going is a level that when the two ego will come out, they will fly above the sky that no bullet, no net, no charm can bring them down. They will fly like never before. So, what they are doing there is a kind of, they are renewing their wings to make their wings, any wings that is here, this thing, they are just renewing their wings to fly. So Hana Abawon ha ga-eji wee fe nke dị egwu. Onye ha na-eme na the court. Nnamdi Kanu na-agbawo his wings. Simon Ekpa na-agbawo his wings. When they come out, they will have a new wing to fly. And when with this new wings, Nigeria cannot catch anyone.
At all.
Any one of them again. So it will be terrible for the country. And that is what God will do. So, we are watching today to see what comes out. Some people are rejoicing, making noise that they take picture and they take video. Those things we are not interested in the video and in the pictures. What we are looking at is the result. The last result is what we are looking at. And there is no way. Ndị Igbo na-apụ listener. Ana ahụcha ebe a na-echi ọzọ gawa ebe a na-arụ agwụ. So, Simon Ekpa agaghị apụta ya sị ya ahụ ebe a na-echi ọzọ chọwa ebe a na-apịa ebe a pịachara nwa mkpụmkpụ osisi renye somewhere. A ga-eji ebe a na-echi ọzọ chiri ọzọ n'ihi na ọnwụ ọzọ ka ọ bụ. That is it. So we are happy for the little news. And we don't care about the propagandas. Propaganda people will continue with their propaganda and they will die in propaganda. While we are moving forward, not going back. So thank you, Mazi Choose. As we will be aside today, we are here to watch everything that is going on. Thank you and my greetings as I remain on the side to listen.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone who has connected to the program today. But I want you to know that just as the update we are getting, there will be a limited information today. As you always know, the zoo and their style. They have already given instruction that people are not allowed to get information out of the court. So the insiders we have in the court are finding it difficult to send messages. They don't allow them to use their phone and all that. So that is all they do. Once they are getting into the heated part, they begin to make restriction. But most importantly, we know that today they are going to present another witness today. They are going to present another witness today, and after that witness speak, if there is time, there will be cross-examination. I think the lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Aloy Jimako, gave that update. That is likely that they are bringing a new witness today. So if there is time, they are going to handle the witness and again go into the cross-examination also. So whatever be their decision today, we are going to wait and get the update as it arrives. But there is a restriction. It might not be coming as fast as we always get it before. So all we have to do is to keep connected and keep our mind focused. Already we know that our leaders have no case to answer. None of our leaders has a case to answer. They don't have any case to answer. Nigerian government is just forcing themselves to look at something to hold us and indict us, but we will not agree, no matter how they try. I appreciate SO. Thank you so much for that very super chat. SO, I appreciate you for the super chat you sent. With the Benue crisis, the world is now believing what Simon Ekpa is fighting against. Finland knows that aggressor is the Nigerian system. Israel is Ekpa. That is it. Of course, you are right. All of them have known this for a very long time. They know that Nigerian government is the aggressor. But each time, they continue to play their games. And there was a post I saw. I think I shared it on my platform. Let me bring that post up for you to see how evil the Janjaweed are. These people can do anything to keep us down. They will do anything to keep us down. There's a post I saw. That post is from Sahara Reporters, and my beloved brother Ugo shared it. I saw it, and I also shared the post. So let me bring that post up so that you can see. It is not that these people do not know what is happening. They know what is going on. They understand what is going on, but yet they continue to play to the gallery. They know what is going on. They understand it. But because of economic interest, that is why they turn a blind eye to every single thing that is happening. It is not as if they don't know. They know very well what is going on. They know very well what is going on. This is reported by Sahara Reporters. Let me bring it up. That's a report from Sahara Reporter. It says, Nigerian foreign minister woes U.S. government with mineral resources in exchange for visa access for government officials, businessmen, Sahara Reporters. You can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
They don't
What the
care
people
about
Finland now?
the main people that are supposed to have that sanction. That is the people now they want to exempt. And they are owing United States government with mineral resources.
Mineral resources. Meanwhile, the people in the country, they are going through a near starvation situation. It's incredible. You are using the natural resources of the land that is meant to better the life of the people. You are using it, oh my God. Yeah. Yeah, that is
That is what they do. They use our resources to bargain.
Yeah.
At every opportunity they have, they use our resources to bargain. This is the same thing they are doing with Finland.
Yeah.
That's exactly the same thing they do with Finland. That is making
Sahara
Finland
report.
The atrocities.
Oh, that is Sahara Reporter. Okay.
Sahara Reporters.
Yeah.
That reported it.
Yeah.
If it were to be we, Biafra, they will say we'll make it up. It's a propaganda. We've started again.
Yeah.
That is it.
When Brother Christian was talking about Erufai, Erufai single-handedly hijacked the 2023 election. He was the one who hijacked that election 100% with the so-called electoral officer, Nigeria electoral what?
Yeah.
The time the Erufai ran that election was when he told Nigerians, go and keep all your money. Go and keep all your money. That next year you will change it. Don't be afraid that money that the MFM change cannot stand. He tell all the Northerners, go and keep all your money. Go and keep all your money. Don't give yourself problem. So he was 100% sure, 100%
that it will not stand.
Sure that it cannot stand because they are coming into power. He was more than 100% guaranteed that they will be in power. He knows in the agreement. He knows what they have done. When the sons come out and tell you for Obi to be a president of Nigeria, he will turn to be a goat.
Yeah.
And his father will come and give this kind of guarantee. Then what do you think? So he single-handedly Tinubu, 100%. So when he's threatening Tinubu now, you know what he's doing. But one thing is this. What I can tell you is Tinubu know the Fulani game. From now to next year, you will see the Oduduwa Republic will rise.
Yeah, they will begin to
before
make
the end of the year. He said what?
They will begin to Oduduwa will begin to make noise. Said I won't go. They will
begin to make a very, very big noise again.
Just to blackmail.
And Tinubu know how to get agreement with the evil one. So this 2027, if there will be, which doesn't concern Biafra, will be in between Tinubu and El-Rufai. It's not between any Nigerian person. Have nothing to do with the election. This is a fight between Tinubu and El-Rufai.
Ragged, yes. Let me quickly add something to what you're saying. What I'm suspecting that might happen is that if Tinubu feels threatened, if he feels threatened by this Fulani Caliphate, he will prompt up Sunday Bohos, his boys, Then they will begin to threaten to go out of Nigeria, to have Oduduwa Republic. Then, because the Caliphate doesn't want anybody to go, because they want to slowly but surely take the whole entity called Nigeria for themselves and turn it into Fulani Caliphate. So that's their killing heel. If Fulani hears Biafra or Oduduwa, they will begin to shit themselves because they don't want any part of Nigeria to go out. They want it that's just a simple fact. And they've invested so much on it. You know, they've invested so much to make sure that no part of the country is able to be set free so that they can capture it all. Thank you.
Do you know the first time this man is speaking? The pastor, Redeemed Church man.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know his name.
Redeem. Oh, I think that one is Adeboye.
I don't know their name. That when he said that Nigeria, if they don't restructure Nigeria, that Nigeria will divide.
Nobody they listen to that one, Jared.
That's the first time it's coming out to tell Nigeria and see if there is no restructure, Nigeria is going to divide. The first time.
If you follow all those mega pastors, all those pastors in the zoo, you will miss your way, trust me. Because they like Jesus Christ. These guys,
Since their lie has been busted, they have reduced their. I don't think they are now giving yearly prophecies anymore. New Year prophecies.
because what happened is then see
people are keeping record.
Yeah, they see bunch of gullible, bunch of people who it's like people they can manipulate so easily. It's like when you don't see person finish, then see Nigerian people finish. So when they come, I go tell you, say, he and God drink tea. He go tell you, say, that he go a place and then tell him, say, rain go fall there, or now weather cold go there too much.
He sees the weather.
Make it seize the weather. And the people go, all the ego. Hey!
Do you see there's one I saw, was it last week or last 2 weeks? The one that said he will make somebody sleep, you wake up forever.
Can you imagine?
He make one of his members to sleep. Imagine somebody has such a power and you are here, terrorists to occupy Nigeria. You can't give them order to sleep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One time
they call him. That man, I don't even know how that one managed to build a church and become a pastor.
Then they bamboozle Nigerian people. One time I went to Nigeria some years ago. So I went to Nigeria and I had this confrontation with a man of, pastor, the usual, pastor. And it was so intense. He told me, say, that I will do this, I will do that. And I look at him and I said to him, who the hell are you, God? I said, are you God? He said, that I'm a man of God. I said, really? So if you're a man of God, then you come and you offend me, you stole from me. And when I talk, you said that you will deal with me because you're a man of God. Is that now what God tell you be that? Make you go steal from somebody.
When you talk to you be man of devil.
You know, many years down the line, well, now look at these people. I said, they don't even know God. Oh my goodness. These people don't even know how God functions. They don't know the principles, you know, that governs the Almighty God. They have no idea. They just see a bunch of people that they can, like I say, bamboozle them, and any prophecy, begin tremble. And to the extent that they will not even, after a year or two, and say, why did this? Because not be today that the boy begin to talk. 1 year like that, some years back, he said that this year that God told him that all these terrorism you see going on, that God is going to arrest all of them. Oh my God.
People are now keeping record. No more New Year prophecies. They don't get
exactly.
Again. People are keeping record. All those fake people.
You know, there's one I used to like a lot when I was also gullible, when I was vulnerable, you know, and his Igbo, Umakpai, Reverend Umakpai. If you have you heard that name?
Yeah, I know Umakpai.
Yeah, I used to be an ardent follower, again, like I said, because then I was also vulnerable. Because when you are vulnerable, that's where they hook you up. So as time goes on, I begin to realize that all these guys, I don't know. You in Umakpai, I think the mother or father is Igbo, the other is, you know, like Calabar, it's stuff like that. But you begin to wonder the level of power they will tell you they have and display, and all this bandit and terrorism is ravaging everywhere. Why can you not? Oh my God! Some will tell you how they said that there is terrorists somewhere, and he commanded them to sleep, and they lie down and sleep. I said, really? My brother, how do you go? Hey, okay, and the church. I'm a fan. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I thank God that people are now wising up. There are people that are good. People are good, but those bad ones are overshadowing the good ones. You hardly even hear from the good ones. You hardly pinpoint them. The
good ones
overshadow everything.
The good ones doesn't. Those good ones don't have the big mic, you know, the big microphone.
Exactly. They don't have the big microphone. So
because these ones we are hearing of speaking this and saying this, they have they know how they acquire their powers, you know, their voodoo, jumbo mambo power to perform and to do this, and they just these people. No, my brother, forget.
It's okay. Let's hear from Ocean Monster. Let's not get distracted. If we begin to talk that issue,
yeah, not true.
It's not part of us. Ocean Monster, are you there? Unmute yourself and speak to us if you're there.
Yeah, Mazi, True Survival, I greet you.
You're welcome,
and I greet our brothers in the studio. I greet the listeners, and greetings to Biafrans according by your time zone. Thank you. Actually, religion have done a lot in our society, in our nation, and to the brain and mind of our people.
Yeah.
Some have impacted very good to us, but in this recent day, religion have caused more damages than whatever. I will tell you categorically true and free. Towards that, I think about 2015 and 14, and when the Buhari of Buhari was in the UK taking treatment, we saw a lot of nasty, ugly pictures. Everybody knows what happened, but they denied it. Even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it. A person, a very notable person in Britain, said it and said if they can sue him or they can come and debunk. Till today, I've never seen any person come to debunk it. The GO of CCRJ, that the Redeemed Christian Church, who went there with other notable and the imams, comes out to say otherwise. In the case, I'm talking about in the case of Yarodua and in the case of Buhari. Till today, look at the mess that we are into. If not that the blessed memory let Dora Akunyel comes out and announce that the death of Yarodua, what happens who was a Buhari, would have been the same story until this day. But they needed someone courage and unveil what was covered. Today, we're still fighting for the symptom which held that zoo country since 2015 till date. Now, having said that, I want to bring Biafran mind to what have happened in Finland day before yesterday and yesterday. We are still in the mood of thanking God and the mood of rejoicing because the chicken has come home to roast. We knew that very soon, very soon, the narrative will change. The music will change. The dance steps will change as well. Having said that, there is a lot of mixed feelings that is going on towards my brothers, my brethren, and fellow Biafrans. And that is very right for everybody, every individual to feel the way that his mind directs him or her. But even as at that, we have to continue rejoice because everything worketh out for the good of Biafra, for the freedom of Biafra, for the what do you call it? For the red nation of Biafra, because Biafra have been declared. We are into the phase of what do you call it? Oh my God, what do you call it? Recognition. So everything is working for the good of this recognition, Biafrans. There are some people who dance, who take a lot of pictures, the photoshoppers, I will call them. It have happened a lot when you watch people who goes to Washington, DC, or whatever the Senate or the congressmen are doing things in US, they go there and take a lot of pictures with bags and comes on internet, on Twitter, on YouTube, showing it. We see all of them. The question is, those pictures today, which impact has it made in this liberation phase? Even while it was in struggle, which impact? The impact is capital no. It have never made any impact at all. Today, those people who went to Finland, we can see their motive already. It is open and it's obvious. One thing with evil is that whenever you carry evil in your heart, you will not know when you begin to expose them by yourself. You so many people who run over to a beer, holding tight, doing this, doing that, shouting, we are here, we are there, Biafra Unite, talk to this, talk to that. At the end of the day, for them to just jump into a room and begins to shout that they let them come back, that they are going back to France, that they will show this and show that. The other one says, going, you will show this and show, to tell you Biafrans that these people just went there for a purpose, and the purpose of that is to take pictures, to get many situations or many, some kind movement in order to do their propagandas, in order to confuse Biafrans. But trust me, Biafrans are of good will. Biafrans are of strong will. Biafrans are of strong mind, intelligent and super intelligent. They can watch you do this shenanigans. You think you are having you this and that. But at the end of the day, they will prove to you that they are wise. Just like all of us are proving that we are wise. So, dear friends, disregard those things that you see, like many have posted. You know who the people that I'm talking about. Let us show them our wisdom as they come with noise. Making so much noise today, yesterday, today, probably tomorrow, Friday. On Saturday, let us prove to them who we are. They're gonna get silence and cold like chill water, like ice block. The referendum is always there. That is one good thing that I love so much about Biafrans. Not to come on social media to manipulate people's mind. PM said one thing, they come out, and as I hear them talking about the DMC that is Prime Minister of Briggy. Biafrans, all of us know why that word, that comment. Biafra is on trial in Finland. And while PM was taken to question until today was when he was in Brigi in a government in exile. It was on the process of declaring USB, which was on referendum vote. All of us voted for it. And Mazi Simon, our Prime Minister, mentioned that we are going to declare this Biafra on 29th or on 2nd of November 2024. And Nigeria plays their highest politics with Finland on a calculated motion. They picked our PM couple of weeks, a week plus, prior to the redeclarations in order to destabilize everything. But Biafrans, on their goodwill and their strong mind, we stood firm. And the woman stood up and said, no, let us vote. And those who betrayed, who sold these redeclarations, stood strongly, believing that they will convince others, and said no. And Dr. Nnamdi on her wisdom said, okay, let us vote and know who said yes and who said no. The cabinet voted. It was, I think, 21 to 9 that voted yes. Let us redeclare this Biafra because we have come a very long way. And they have given the mandate, have given the instruction that we should go and redeclare it, come what may. And the Biafra was redeclared. And since then, these very 9 people have been fighting tooth and nail to make sure that they destabilize this, because they know their business with the host country, Nigeria. They know their business with the foreigners terrorizing our people. But at this time, please, Biafrans, let us again stand on Saturday firm and prove to them that we are wise. I am very proud of that. Some time ago, I spoke to the Biafrans in California about this issue when I don't know begins to do her shenanigans. And I called on the people in California and said to them, I know that the Biafrans in California are very intelligent, doing exploits. They are very wise and they are very courageous. I pleaded with them, with other Biafrans, not to deviate, to stand because of what Adonono was saying. And at the end of the day, the next Saturday, it happened. The whole Californians almost support USB. And so they continue to do today. Today, if you take, you will see that Californians are standing firm with United States of Biafra, unlike before. They have started more, they are standing strong more than ever. So Biafrans in general, wherever your domicile, whatever nation, country that you are, please let us not fall for the dirty politics that these people are playing. First, I want to refresh your mind to my own analysis. They play the dangerous game of taking Biafrans, me and you and all Biafrans, to court. Thinking that we'll fall to that. Thinking that that will distract us. It didn't happen. We are moving. When DPM said that that cabinet, there was USB representative, full representative in last 2 courts of Mazi Simon in Latin Finland. The next thing we see at the last court, they organize themselves and run to Finland to take pictures, to take videos, to come and convince Biafrans. But we all know where they started and where they are heading. So we will not allow them, we will not allow that. Nigerian state is at work. Enemies within and enemies out there are at work. And we will never allow them to play on our minds. We have come this long and we have come so far to this stage of recognition, and we will not fall at this time. So, Biafrans, let us again shut them down on Saturday. Please go to the Congolese Rebellion Twitter on her X handle. Look at what she tweets and follow it up, retweet them. Let us do what she said we should do. Sooner than later, there will be breaking news. I strongly believe that. In all fronts, we are expecting this on both sides, and it's going to happen. And when it happens, so many will be shocked. Trust me, so many will be shocked. I won't go more than this. I'm just saying with my mind and my spirit have never failed me. Nobody tell me this. I'm saying this from my heart of hearts. So, dear friends, let us rekindle our spirit, stand firm on our belief and our resolve on USB, United States of Biafra, unshaken and unwavering. And let's come out on Saturday. Some have said that before Saturday, that as they arrive from Finland to France, that they will make sure that they convince, they manipulate Biafrans with their propagandas. But before they start, please let us not give them ear, chance, and opportunity to corner us or to deceive us. Biafrans, I will yield for now. As you can hear, there's a whole lot of noise where I am now. I just want to bring this to our minds. Then I will come back as much as survivor permit me. Thank you, dear friends. Thank you, all of our sisters channel that talks. Thank you, the genuine dear friends, and thank you, the genuine listeners. Please let us propagate this news from neighbor to neighbor, house to house, person to person. Let it go viral. Thank you. I saw you. God bless us all. You can always get better. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that amazing submission. Thank you for that wonderful speech. We appreciate you and we welcome you all the time to help and feed the Biafrans with the right word. My fellow Biafrans, as we have said before, today is a different ball game. There are members of the DSS in the court today, and they are monitoring those who are passing information outside about the court case. So most of the information cannot be able to reach us because people are trying to avoid being charged for contempt of court. You know, that is one of the things they use to stop information when they want to stop it, make sure that it doesn't go out. They put restrictions so that they can create their own narrative. You know, in the case of Mazi Nnamdi, that Biafrans are following them very, very close. They can't be able to manipulate information. So now when they see those informations on social media, they are worried because everything is being exposing them. Just like the charges they are bringing against Mazi Nnamdi, you can imagine the flimsy charges they are bringing Mazi Nnamdi. You are charging somebody for treason, a treason case that you are charging somebody. You call him a terrorist. And your reasons, your evidence against him, all of them are baseless. Baseless evidence. You can imagine that you're for Gulag. And I thank you, that these people are shameless and they don't, when they want to lie, that is one thing with Nigeria, when they want to lie, they don't even care. To God be the glory. After the death of Gulag, that very day, the Gulag murder, Mazi Nnamdi equally did a broadcast. And he thanked Chukwu that thing happened on Sunday. That if it has happened on Monday, they will say, oh, it is Biafran people. It is our status. Mazi Nnamdi said this in his broadcast. Mazi Nnamdi said it. If you can get to that broadcast that was made on that very day, go and check that broadcast. On the day Gulag was murdered. He didn't do the following day when Mazi Nnamdi was doing the broadcast. He said, thank God it didn't happen on Monday. That it happened on Sunday. Because if it had happened on Monday, there is nothing you will say today. They will just tell you it's Mazi Nnamdi that commanded the people to go and do it. But look at this case. It happened on Sunday. And yet, They twisted it and tried to force the sit at home to be Sunday. The sit at Monday sit at home that we've been doing every time. The 30th May sit at home that we've been doing. That sit at home was stated to be on Monday. That sit at home was stated to be on Monday. That was the day the sit at home was placed. That 30th May sit at home. It was on Monday. But because of their evil, they want to push it to Sunday. Even when Mazi lamented about that also and complained about it. And equally, the Gulag himself revealed the person that took his life. We saw Gulag when Gulag made a statement about what they look like. They ignore all this and they go ahead and continue to speak their lies. Just imagine. Charging Mazi Nnamdi, kind of the other one, they said he ordered people to go and take life. The Mazi Nnamdi say he need 2,000 head to bury Ikonso. First of all, they accuse Ikonso of being involved in attacking correctional center in Olo, in Imo State. They accuse Ikonso. And meanwhile, Ikonso was murdered in his own house. Ikonso was murdered in his own house in cold blood. He wasn't even defending. He wasn't even fighting the Nigerian government. It was not in exchange of fire. Just as they tried to paint it. But they come to court, they tried to paint it that Ikonso was in action. He went to correctional center to go and take over the correctional center, release people. That was why he was shot. Meanwhile, this is a blatant lie. A lie for the pit of hell. A lie that even the governor of the state came out and said, IPOB are not part of this. That people that went to take over the correctional center have nothing to do with the ESN. It has nothing to do with the ESN. Hope Uzodinma said it, the chief security of the state. And yet, they ignored all this and still have the gut to bring it to court. They went ahead to bring a publication that was made, something that was written on newspaper, that a man called Onyami, somebody gave his name as Onyami, and said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sent him to go and get the 2,000 head, and that he was able to get only 30. And you went and took that newspaper publication and brought to court as an exhibit, as an evidence against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now they ask you, where is Mr. Onyami that wrote that thing? They say Mr. Onyami is nowhere to be found. They cannot find him. And now you want court to accept such evidence, a baseless evidence that doesn't have any background. Something you saw in newspaper. Even the newspaper media that wrote that thing, you were not even able to break them so that they can give you the address of whoever sent that to them. As a security officer, the DSS for that matter, you should be able to get the address of the person because of the person that gave that newspaper editor that thing to publish. And they should be the people you should face. If they can't provide the people that wrote that thing, you take them to court. But instead, you went and cut that newspaper publication out. And you think it will fly. They saw the disgrace. The disgrace is overwhelming. The whole world is seeing the disgrace of Nigeria. That is why today they decided to restrict people from sending information out. They decided to restrict the use of phone today. But no matter what happens, when they come out, we will see here what happened, what transpired. We know that today they want to bring another witness. They are bringing another witness. And remember, this case is supposed to be concluded by tomorrow. The cross-examination of other witnesses is supposed to end today and tomorrow. Then we wait for the final judgment, as the judge promised. But from indication, the way they are bringing witness every day, they bring witness every day, they bring witness. Nobody is sure if they're going to end the case tomorrow or not. But whatever happens, we will continue to follow them closely.
And hopefully, hopefully, those observers, they are still there to see the Nigerian disgraceful judicial system where they are trying to restrict people from more or less a secret trial. Because if you don't allow journalists, if you don't allow people to cover the trial, why should it be in secrecy? You have something to hide. It's a high-profile trial that kept a whole nation stand still, sort of, and the trial between the two different regions, sort of. So if you are making it secret, I don't know how that will, appears to be a fair trial or justice system, but every day they are exposing themselves to ridicule in the zoo. So I don't know, but let's hope that those foreign observers are still there, seeing how they're doing everything to restrict people from knowing what they are doing. Because how can you cover the witnesses? You how do you call this mask? You mask them up. Nobody knows whom they are. So, and today you say that journalists can't come in. Why? That's the question. Because, I don't know. But like you say, let's just wait and see what happens.
Everything in Nigeria is secret. Everything is secret. That's why Jaffa was manipulating IPOB.
Yeah.
In this very case of 20 head and 30 head, if it were Jaffa, that evidence will stand though. I'm telling you. He will find how he will make it to stand. Giribam.
Well, nobody they hear about Jaffa again, Save, Abby.
A man that tells Simon Nnamdi Kanu to
You didn't hear of him before, Nnamdi. You didn't hear of him before?
Huh?
Yeah.
You know him before?
No, I mean, since Nnamdi Kanu fire him now,
That is
who
it now.
he be before? What be this case make him feel it?
Nnamdi Kanu fire him, you go back to who he be before.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now this case make him which school he even go?
Yeah.
Someone will tell Nnamdi Kanu should plead guilty. That is where I know that man is a complete betrayer.
He's a criminal.
Tell him Nnamdi Kanu to plead guilty.
How can you?
Should plead guilty. How
can you be a lawyer? How can you be a lawyer to represent people in the law court with your speech impediment? How does that work? Or they see where they talk. The guy said, it's incredible. Absolutely. I don't even know how George used to understand the way he's talking. You want to understand the way he's talking. If the guy they talk, I know they hear. I don't understand.
See?
Done and dusted. At least they hear done and dusted. Every court are done and dusted.
Every court done and dusted. Done and dusted.
I was Nnamdi Kanu is in high spirit.
Done and dusted.
If I go look for a different profession, there's nothing wrong with becoming engineer or trader or whatever, But you have to be able to speak clearly.
Okay, no engineer. I
think at a stage he was employed by a Kwakoko.
No,
this year he went to party with Akwakoko.
But he's not going to defend. He's not going to the court to defend Akwakoko now.
Apart from that, Okwakoko safe. Even this guy, now you remind me of something, bro. This age of all two, the whole people that he hangs around to, Greg background noise. The whole people that he hangs around.
I think it's from Greg.
Yes, it's from Greg. So the whole people he hangs around with are people of questionable and dubious character. You remember Odumeje? He was dancing. Now about Chalegu. Hey, the guy but no. This age of but no four. The guy before. It's a quick that year.
Yeah. After the case of Nnamdi Kanu like this, you go with the they were spraying money.
They were spraying money. Now, Gun Kankan the Indiara. Nah, the hey, mother for life in Biafra no. no, it's some kind of agboro now, but a typical zoo lies and fabrication of certificates. A blue certificate. You can't even speak audibly, clearly, and you are a lawyer. A lawyer of who? Where? You don't
try for an now, make a become celebrity.
Yeah.
Don't try for
make some money too from the Zoom politicians.
Yeah, so he can now start from there.
He can start from there. Yes. What matter go from the Zoom?
You wake up. Unmute yourself. I can you with it.
Good afternoon.
No.
Afternoon. What can you with that?
The parliament is at the people were spot on. Just let me see the nail on the head. So, yesterday network was so bad. So my voice was cut and joint. That's what we are facing now. We pay higher and the services is very low. Very higher in every year. A day will come, the network will be off. No message from the telecom under the MTN that I'm using. Maybe we are doing some services, we'll be having some downtime and you won't see anything. You recharge, they will take your money, they will tell you that this one collected this. But what we are facing here, I was in a discussion with some people yesterday. I told them that since everybody don't want to go to hellfire, I want to go there. Everybody wants to go to heaven. Because I've witnessed more than hellfire in Nigeria now. If land will be cheap there, many things will be cheap there. Let me just, when I say Nigeria finish, that now I go there. The suffering is so much. Suffering is so much. And our people seem not to be getting the handwriting on the wall. I ran through what is it called? This idiot that was busy with the citizen of Zaba attacking Simon. What is his name? I ran through his post yesterday. All their tone are coming down now. How they wait to do? So what was he saying there? He said that when you want to work with your people and you do not carry your people at heart and you do not let your people to support you, now what you will get is what Simon is getting. And I told him that a fool at 40, we are meant to understand that you will be a fool forever. This is the same line that the one, T.Y. Danjuma, David Mark, and the whole lot of them. So, even I thought you lay hold on this video, this show of shame that the one did yesterday on an right. He said that the war was not against the Igbo, but against the people that raised arms, that wanted to succeed. Who are the people that raised arms against Nigeria? Who are the people that wanted to succeed? He said the reason why they starve us to death, that killed 3 million people, is because the people was afraid that Nigeria would poison the food that they are coming. But you block all Cameroonian side, block everywhere. He said the people was afraid. So one Nigerian is they bantered him yesterday. So me, I'm becoming fed up because if anybody that is in this struggle, you know, when people come and shout that we have been in this struggle since the donkey years, I will be like, I will take my seat, listen to that person speak. I won't see any fact, you won't connect any dots. Before people die, we cause to go on. And if what is happening today, I can't make you go on open. I'm not going to consider the talk. I'm going to come on and in the fortunate for the one in Opalanya Galab, I told you guys that is the same way you'll be there ranting. It won't be long. Maybe your village will be the first to be attacked. What is going on in Benue State will go on. Just be there and be maligning anybody you see that comes to speak about the security and the well-being of your people. Just stand online, run the back, or ban on the so that is it, my brother. What we are doing, we keep doing it, even though it is difficult for us here. But we keep doing it. Except the network put me out. You know, put me out. Me, I've dedicated myself to air my own opinion, where I understand the whole thing. Call on our people to reason. Look for the black goats now. Why did they sit on your side? Because when night comes, both you and the goat will look safe. You will know where the goat is. And if the goat is not to bleed, you will not even locate the goat. But now, even if the goat bleeds, but not bleed, you can still see it. So that is what that is calling on evil. All of them now, they are all speaking from both sides of their mouth. All of them, everybody now is now coming to sense. But the shame has not allowed them to mention Simon Esther. They will take the glory of the mighty work that Simon did. They will return it, saying that Nnamdi. Same thing that the fallback republic are doing today. Why will you stereotype the struggle and take it and hit on one person? You realign the struggle to be known as, but you come and say Biafra is an ideology. If Biafra is an ideology, which means every damn person in the whole country are carrying the ideology. Those that are denying it, the different people that are denying themselves, these are the most foolish people I've ever encountered in my life. You people are the golden, whatever, how do they put it, that is laying the golden egg. Or the oil that is sustaining you is from your place. And many, many things. And you are still pulling yourself up and down. Apportioning blame, shifting blame to people that are not even the cause of your problem. Okay, we that have taken the bull by horn is the section of 1967. Now, we don't want to sit down. Our people don't want to sit down. Over 6 months now that the fallback republic have been showing us pictures doing this, we are coming from the heart of the US, when we US are with us, others will follow, clinical. What mark have they made that I ask? Let them show us the footprints of their effort. Let them show us one difference they've made. And the Eastern governor, so said a lot of time on the issue. Enugu State, every 200 la venue or la to pop a lay da kuko. They told le hamufu ada pe go 200. Nigeria one is in no me soro ko buru oku. Ito bi just dey ya. Ko won ko nyele kuto ku ba. But if video ndi ma de wo kala le bungu ni hale le. And I'm not just for Burundi derive. The only thing I know is that from the good news I learned from our peer, I've run through some people that are alive, like Elena said, that they debated yesterday, that they are saying that maybe they should give him 4 months out. So my just said many things. That they are debating his bail, that his bail condition, they are debating it. Maybe they will let him go. So those are the things. But newspaper will not carry it because they have failed. They were in high heaven before, that the Finland will carry Simon and this. What that delayed the judgment of our fear is because it's 100% caused by the fallback republic. Because when they captured fear, they stood by the side to watch our resolve. But we have many things. We have many things in the struggle. People that are being covered, that have fluke on their eyes. I think, had it been as they took Simon away, that Imam Madabu did his work without prejudice, resolve all these underlying issues that they brought outside. And people that are in the struggle see the reason why that our target is this freedom. That the force we have today will not count tomorrow. Uncle Tooth always said that tomorrow now when we see come on our own. Now he himself might not even be qualified to rule the state or even become local government chairman. But so many people said, no, we must be. Let us let our faces to be everywhere. But you say you want to carry Finland to your place. As if I am we work when we get our place. No. Will it work? It won't work. I appeared in one program, I was saying that even this idiotic man, that time when he came, I'm going to wait now. And then I'm about to know I got it. He said the stage, I just see how to come. He got Sophia. I don't know number new of happen. Here we began to understand this. Even if this is what was on them, I put a lot of everybody came with them always now. No, but I have no one that he can just Sophia. You can't take him away. Because where our eye will be situated on is the law. There's nothing like I am again. There's nothing like back up. The revolution that will take place is every institution will be allowed to work.
If the law permits him, he will contest.
That is what I'm saying. If you see this thing from this perspective, you will not be dragging any post with anybody.
At all.
You will only be happy, working day and night to see this thing come to be so that you will go and offer your service in your community. It's because Christianity made us to believe that one Messiah is coming from it. That is why somebody in Imo State is focusing on the affairs of Ebony. So it is hoping to lord all over Ebony people. And when we talk, you say one command, people to do so. Yesterday. Now his issue with Abuja God. How I wish you would look for that video play. On the schedule with the type yes, that can make forward from here. I can make forward
yesterday.
Yes, ma'am. I like television. Opening a play, let our people see. Even if you to man, I'm many people. Probably I would with you, and military, I get default. This is the centralization. That the Eastern region should control their army. West, or people that all the region, after that time, let them take charge of their army, their police, and whatever, return to the state to go on as you know. They ask him, this is a court. This is a court. He said yes. Why he accepted everything in Ghana? But he thought that when they come to Nigeria, they will resolve their matter at home. Does it mean that you do not agree? He said Ojuku came and was like Ojuku was saying that all the things he said in Ghana should be upheld. But this is a court, meaning that both of you have agreed. That is why it is called a Buri Accord. He said no, yes. You want to understand. Look for that and play. I swear, look for it and play. And
I go look for them.
I pity for our people. I pity for our people.
I think we will deal with it tomorrow. I go look for them.
I saw the video. I saw who put the video, but
I saw the video, but my anger didn't allow me to watch it.
More the same goes for me, Greg. What? Because
we were my watch anything about it. Tom.
I'm telling you. Because
somebody should go and do the investigation.
Of course.
This Bianca, all the dinner of it. Oh, how do you think of the cost to dim 2010? But I don't know. Don't worry. Immediately, boy, I'm on the I keep saying it. I keep saying the time we reach. The time we reach. We no matter put you.
Anyana no see for Akonye wetal make a very good point, but because Kugodu is na gini me Akonye is na bit of me gini.
Oga, no, Bona me investigation about it. All one dinner. Or put over the dinner with Bianca. With a high BP, the more than more. When you're on another sister, somebody should verify it. He was sleeping with Bianca. All you want to say, what do I say? Oh, this was on a follow. Video they are there, and I could be a Catholic. But I did the war, Dimo, okay, didn't the war now. But before he died, I'll go on, he got known to what I am the front again. I'll told him the one I said the great today. But interview grant after the war, when the war broke, of course now, Dimo Buka war. That you have run away, see your people are not suffering because of power. Can you not put a $1 interview with your child? Who they get? They when you will not have to get to country because most of the things, what is this the fool coming to say? But later on, I said, let me just go and do it. Let me just go and watch and see what the content of it.
Yeah, as for Bianco, no, my dear brother, everything is possible because her antecedent, you can FFK, that cocaine Yoruba guy, also what happened to between them. So bad, but you know. So and she was among the people that tried to implicate our PM with Chidi of Canada and the rest of them. But they shall all be put to shame, you know. So yeah, I saw that video, but I just could not see it through because Gowan, he was sounding foolish and he's still foolish today because Ojukwu had a vision. And he knew what the problem was. And if they have implemented it, everybody will be okay in their own domain.
I want to go out and come back on Okay,
go ahead.
So, no long way, you know.
Mazi Christian.
This noise.
All from Greg, not Akonye, all from Greg. The noise now they're from side Greg.
Okay. All the better now, I think. So
I muted him. So all Greg.
Okay. Okay. Onika Ojugo no kwa ebe obuni genya amam.
Okay, my sister Ojugo, take the mic. Go ahead. I'm on the free.
Good morning, my brothers in the house.
Morning.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I joined, I think I woke up 6 o'clock, so I just joined late. But
time frame, you know, no diche. That is
after 6 a.m. now. So
wow. KC job or New York?
No, Texas.
Okay, Texas. Okay. Yeah.
It will operate at Central Time.
Okay. Wow.
So I think I heard Chooks. Is it the summary of what is going on with Nnamdi Kanu case, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, and then I heard Akonye Wetere also explaining. You know, I love to listen to Akonye Wetere.
Yes.
You know, because he brings a new dimension too. Yeah. so I'll still be listening, but in the platform until that spirit moves, you know, for me to say something. So you can go ahead. And I don't know if there is any information from Simon Ekpa's section. And I don't know if there is anything because I know the case was concluded yesterday. Is there any final decision?
Well, from what Akonye, because I think he made some reference to that, but we are not like Brachus. You have always said we're not going to base anything on social media information because yes. 3 months, 4 months, blah blah blah, until we get the right source. Because in a year, matter 3 months imprisonment or whatever, for what? On what basis? It doesn't work like that. If you are guilty, you are guilty. If you are not guilty, then you are free. You know what?
Yeah. So we'll see from
the update we have from the government. I think I have read it out already. The update of the government about Mazi Simon Ekpa. The update we got, I think our Deputy Prime Minister tweeted the update that we are looking forward for Mazi Simon Ekpa's bail, hopefully by next week. Hopefully by next week. But the final case will be had, judgment will be had on September. That is the update she gave.
Oh.
That the final judgment will be September. But by next week, hopefully, that we're expecting him to have his bail by the special grace of God.
Okay. So we'll see. Yeah, if they're able to bail him out, we'll see what happens on that case. So, see when you talk about foreign land, even though they are the worst corrupt people, they are the one corrupting Bongo. But their own case has they have a little conscience remaining in them.
Exactly. It can never be the same.
It can never be the same. They move so fast,
yes.
Than Bongo Nnamdi has been in and out forever.
Yeah.
And they're using it to do politics, hanging in there for Tinubu to campaign.
Yeah.
All those maga. But I also, yesterday noticed there is a foreign body there that is also listening, but that Bongo, Nigeria, they don't care who is there, who is not
They don't care. They don't care.
They don't care. Whatever they want to do, that's what they're going to do. They have no respect. They don't care.
No shame, safe. No shame
at all. So even the person is there, for me, it doesn't make any difference of whatever they want to do. That's what they're going to do. That's Bongo for you, So we'll hope, we'll pray, cross our hands. Hopefully, it can never be bad. Rather, it will be good because even cat and rat heard this case going on, and me, that is not even a lawyer, I could see where the case is supposed to end. So, but them that are lawyers will see if they're thinking otherwise too. We'll pray for our leaders. We'll pray for leaders because I keep saying it. If Simon Ekpa was still piloting the affairs of Biafra land, what happened in Benue will not happen because he was already helping them to stand firm when it comes to security.
That is true. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So what happened there so that they're able to defend themselves?
Mm-hmm.
So what happened there will not happen. Now we saw this guy Two-Face Dibia that's from that place. Now he can talk. Tomorrow it might be me, you. Now he came out to talk. When it was happening in Wamufu, did you see him talk? No. Now it's in his doorstep. He came out to talk.
Who is that?
Two-Face Dibia.
Two-Face Dibia.
Oh, Obidogo Kube. Okay.
Oh, yeah, because it's from that place.
Okay, good.
You see? But when it was happening in Wamufu, Simon was keeping sleepless night.
Yeah.
Sleepless night. Trying to show people that were killing people in Namufu. The guy in the Greek men with their old symbols, what the security that he formed for APC, they were all there. They were dropping them in the bush. Everything. Someone was awake, calling people. This is what is going on. This is what is. Did you see the celebrities talk or encourage Simon or call Simon or say, "What do we do?" No. Now. It's no more Uhamufu. Uhamufu has been deserted. Now, it's Benue people. And now Two-Face Dibia jump out. Whose turn is going to be tomorrow?
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know. It could be me and you. We don't know. When somebody dies, the person is gone. The death is waiting for who? Those who are still alive. So whatever these guys are committing, this part now, they've cleared it. Which doorstep are they going to knock again? We have no idea. Come out, donate. We have men that already volunteered their life. Just come support the government to make sure, let's bind together to make sure these people are highly defeated. A man came out, one of the Nigerians said, he was telling the story, how they came to do their people and what their people did. The bush is ours, not theirs. We're supposed to know every look and corner of our bush. Why would they take somebody and enter inside our bush? And only thing we do is to come out and start talking on social media. The man gave it back. I can't remember who was that, but somewhere in the north or something. He said what they did, how they climbed on the tree and dealt with them, that they no more. They can never come around that place again. We have to. We're calling on all these people, all these celebrities. Now is Oyamafu, Benue, who's the next? Because their aim is to conquer. And the northerners are using them to conquer. They want to Islamize the Zoo, Bongo, Nigeria. That's just their aim. So it doesn't matter where they get people. It doesn't matter where they get these terrorists. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
As far as it can, they will help them to conquer that country called Nigeria. That's what they're after. And they are the one ruling the country. So they have the power. Anybody sitting as a president is just a figurehead.
Yeah.
They are sitting, they own Nigeria. And they are implementing the agenda. Wake up. If you're a celebrity that have money, wake up. Join the government. I didn't say join, look for position. Call them. Ask them, what can we do? What is your opinion? We need those to secure our land. Simon. Now, nobody. The buffoon in Canada, where are you?
Yeah.
You heard Akonye what they said, if anything do them in my homeland, that he will go back and find them. Where are you? That's what I was expecting to hear from you, to go and defend Enugu State.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of that man that looks like a way. It doesn't even look like somebody in a foreign land. Wickedness will never let his body to refine.
I think his name is Chede.
Yes.
Now, sorry, my brother, I'm not cutting you short, please. That man, his community, as I'm talking to you, have been invaded by Fulani herdsmen.
Okay.
See, that guy, that pig in Canada called Chede. His community, as I'm talking to you now, but that guy is nowhere to be found. He's not talking again. He has gone deep and but let him watch out and see. That hand that he bites will soon come out and he will defend his land. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Akonye is here as a man saying, bam, in my own land. I would drop everything and go defend my people. That's what I was expecting from him if he's a man. You see, some of these people that you see, whoa, they're not men. They're not real. This person, if you find out his history, you see that he can't even take care of his little family. Little family, enemies, angry people. That's why, look at him in Canada, how many years?
He doesn't even look fresh. He comes out, his face is all tattered. He can't even dress up his face like a man. His beards everywhere, black and white. Nothing. You can't take care of yourself. How can you take care of another person? How can you take care of your family? Yourself first.
Very dirty.
Very dirty. It's time.
Very dirty.
It's time to go home to go. Look at all of them. They're all muted. Now the other time was it? I think it was a Kai reporter who that brought out what Sahara reporter said about the Minister of Foreign Affairs or somebody, that wrote telling US, not to withhold visa from the government officials, that there is a lot of benefit. He called one of the material resources, maybe somewhere in.
Oh, Mazi brought earlier today. He brought the newspaper from Sahara reporter that Tinubu is trying to use mineral resources somewhere.
Yes.
To lobby, for them not to get banned in America.
Exactly. You see it. Instead of asking, what do we do? How do we figure this? No, it's a bribe. They're using the mineral resources God used to bless them to do evil.
Exactly.
That's why they will never be good. That is why, because the purpose is evil and God has turned his back on them. The purpose for natural resources, why he bless us with natural resources, is to take care of ourselves. Is to take care of ourselves. And now that's what, instead of them to find out, what do we do? What happened? How can you help? How can you help to get this done? No. It's bribery for them to, when they're sick, they run. If anything happens, they will run. Their children are over there. Their children will be stuck in US and they will never see them. They will never see them. Those of them that their kids are here, they will never come here to see them. Foolish people. Look at the reasoning. And the woman that is called Bianco, no, that the former governor of is it Abia State? No, is it? Yeah, Abia State is rubbing her back. That's how these
Ebonyi State. Umai.
Is rubbing her back. You see? That's all she's there doing.
Exactly.
That's all she's there.
It's sad. It's really sad.
When I saw that man writing that, I was like, I thought it was this woman they say is a foreigner. So the foreign is just to fight Simon Ekpa.
Yeah.
Shame on her.
Yeah.
Shame on her.
It's really sad.
It's just a betrayer to the so-called see, that thing Akonye said. I didn't doubt it.
Yeah.
And that number, because if you listen to this Masop man, Wazirike, when Wazirike was narrating what happened when Ojukwu fell sick, he narrated what happened, how he approached P2B, and he did nothing until the last minute. Yes, Wazirike came and narrated everything, how he went to P2B, said, hey, let's flew this guy to India to get proper treatment. This is a guy that put you in a position and tell you to take care of our people. He didn't do that. And so, I supported that thing, because if you put the puzzle together, that's what happened. That's why it's not good. When you marry a wife, a woman, and is cheating, the tendency that whoever is cheating with will come after you. It's very hard. That is why most time, real men, when they find out that, they will divorce a person. They will tell you to just go. Just for you to save your life, because trust me, they will want to take you away so that they can have the full grip of you. So that's why I say put the
and that is why Peter Obi will report it. So he can never be president of Nigeria. The Northerners they've already plotted for him. There's no chance for Peter Obi. He will be disgraced.
I say never.
Yeah.
I bet that with my life. He will not. I will never.
He said that Biafra died 50-something years ago.
Biafra died with his presidency.
Yeah, exactly.
Biafra died with his presidency, so he will never until he goes to dig up Biafra where he buried Biafra. Then he will dig up his presidency.
Exactly.
Let him know that he buried Biafra with his presidency.
He said,
my case here.
You said,
thank you so much.
And let me put one more thing, please. When you hear these people that are Nigeria talking about Nigeria, always pray for them that Nigeria will happen to them and their family. And let them say amen or is. That's all you need to do. You don't need to argue with anything.
May Nigeria happen to everyone that is the one Nigerianist.
Yes, sir.
Yep. It's
like that, Chidi. For me, the level of disappointment and anger that I feel towards him. Why? Because I think he's Enugu State guy, and he contested governorship with the show.
They gonna contest.
He came out more than anybody else, more than anyone else, to fight against Amanopas. In fact, he wrote so many letters, so many petitions to the Finnish government describing him as a terrorist, bringing terrorism to Igbo land, this and that. And you ask yourself, since someone has stepped aside due to this thing, they've been massacring people, not only in Igbo land, but in his own state. Why has it not? Because it would have been easier to understand, okay, maybe there's a particular hatred or whatever. But since they are doing this thing now, killing in Enugu, why has Chidi not come out to say, no, that I will not accept this Fulani to be buying my people therefore form a group, whatever it is, to at least save the life of the people.
It's not
my brother is not in Enugu State. In his own community, Uzuwane, they are massacring people, taking lands, weeds in their markets, taking over everywhere. So where is this person?
It's from Uzuwane, right?
Yes, I think it's from Uzuwane. People, people are taking to that. Either Uzuwane or somewhere that Fulani people.
Of the whole thing.
Yes. So the guy is not talking. He don't know because he's part and parcel of that. He's a politician, just like Peter Mba. Yeah. Thank you. Go ahead.
They care only about themselves. That is just what it's all about. He's aiming that maybe something will happen, then he will come back, contest whatever, and make them begin to chop as usual, chop and chop. That is Nigeria. They don't care about
underground planning and discussing with the people, trying to see who will, because now it's not by election.
Yeah,
it's by do you believe in APC? And then
wickedness, wicked people.
Somewhere there planning and talking, looking for whom to talk that will help him. That's
wicked people. Yeah, wicked. That's for me. That's how I see all of them. Mashoreo, Madichidio, all of them, Dr. Damage, all of them. These are just bunch of heartless souls. That how do you accept the fact that because you have a chance to let's just say that you are in diaspora and you are aiming to go and contest to join politics, maybe Senate, House of Rep, or governor, whatever it is, and you are ready. You are just that is what. You are that is all you care about. But somebody who volunteered himself, put everything on the line to protect the life of the people, and you are fighting against that person. So it doesn't make sense to me at all. And this is why, for me, I'm speaking personally now, that if at the end of the day, people can decide what they want or how they want it, but for me, somebody like Chid, because I said severally, I was always communicating with, back in the day until I just decided to shut it off completely. So I find it very hard to let go because this level of wickedness that they've shown. One day I was talking with him on the phone, and I bring up an issue, and he said to me, what do you think of me, Seth? That's what he put out. What?
It's written on his face. The wickedness is written on his face.
I told him that I see somebody who is just nothing but selfish, absolutely selfish. Because if you don't have any form of empathy or sympathize with the people, I don't know who you are. Then I simply don't know who you are. You know that guy that Akariogari in Canada is somebody who want to be noticed. Remember, his first started with this pastor. You know, he's a pastor. He called himself a pastor.
What?
So, you know, when this guy,
Suleiman.
And the second,
that word is common with people from either side or Karogori.
Karogori, oh yes, oh back, I'm Michigan. So
yeah, I know it's common with them.
Yeah, complete Karogori, somebody. You know, he started with Suleiman.
Which Suleiman? Suleiman the pastor.
Suleiman the pastor. So this is the this Akariogori is the man who was backing that lady. There's one lady that had problem with Suleiman that said that Suleiman slept with her in Canada hotel.
Yeah,
that Canada lady.
I remember this story.
So this useless man came out that time. He was backing the lady, and he was the one who came out and started saying he did this, he did that, only looking for a way to gain popularity. So if you watch that shade, the last time he came out, he said he invited Simon Ekpa to his program. Simon Ekpa did not come. That thing angered him so much. So he wanted to use Simon Ekpa to gain popularity. You know, because he used Nnamdi Kanu. When he went and make friend with Sowore.
And then Nnamdi Kanu.
No, he went and first he was against Nnamdi Kanu now.
Through Sowore.
Okay.
He was against Nnamdi Kanu at the initial time. 100%.
He still
not
is.
Not at the initial time, even up there now. Even when
is.
he was not pretending.
Hey, so, bro, we know.
What did he do? So he went and made friends with Sowore. Sowore told him that he wanted to go to Nigeria and contest as president. So he said, okay, let him go to Enugu and contest as a governor. Who are you in Enugu? You are nobody in Enugu state. That is number one. He is nobody. How many years have you not been to Enugu and this for him to come down to Enugu? And he was only looking for a way to make himself popular. When he came to Enugu, nobody know him. He did not get up to 20 people that followed him. So he failed. He failed with Suleiman. So he tried to use Nnamdi Kanu to make popularity again. Nnamdi Kanu, when he came through Sowore, Nnamdi Kanu just ignore him. Say, okay, no problem. He came and he want to interview Nnamdi Kanu with Sowore, the Sahara newspaper. So, know that he was very intimate with Nnamdi Kanu all this while. So when they hold Nnamdi Kanu the second time, then he started going to Nnamdi Kanu's wife and all those stuff. We want to gain popularity. So, and he want to use our PM. So when our PM watches his kind of person, he's not a steady person. He doesn't have a stand.
Yeah, it's not straightforward at all.
Yeah, he doesn't have stand. So the PM give him gap. So when he came to this Dr. Damage issue, he was very angry that the PM did not accept him to come to his show or for him to interview him. So that thing was so he was so bit. I don't know how a word to compare to how he felt about it. So then he started doing all those rubbish. He was writing petition, doing this, doing that. At the end of the day, how can you be in Canada and you're writing a petition against somebody who is living in Finland, and you are calling that person terrorist without any evidence? How many times have you been to Nigeria since he contested for as a governor? The last thing I saw him was when he make one documentary about one river and shrine in their area. That was, and no, it's true. There's one river in their area where he came from. That is a crocodile. They normally make sacrifice to that crocodile. That is only one time Chidi went to his village, and that was and this is the man that called himself a pastor. So the guy doesn't have, if you go to the area of the pastorship, he is nowhere. If you come to the area of tradition, he is nowhere. If you come to the area of politics, he is nowhere. If you come to the area of freedom fighting, he is nowhere. So he's just a man like confused. And
so you are saying that Chidi is or was a pastor, or he trained, because Van Van Vam is also a pastor, he said that.
All this their pastorship. Is it not any time if they come to the church, maybe if they see you any day you make strong offering, from that day you are a pastor. That is how they normally give them pastor.
Well, for record, they say they resigned. Like Mama said, he resigned. He was.
Yeah, I know.
But if you can stand the public and lie, you are a pastor.
When you see somebody,
he didn't resign. They terminated him. He said that.
He learned under Adeboye, you know. So, yes, but later, so as a pastor, then he said that he has stopped to be a Christian, something like that. Yeah, that he has become a traditionalist. So because now Adora we just see
so that is all those evil people. You know, then
you check before you listen to somebody, or when you look the attitude of people, look at their background before you know whether to listen to them or not.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
You know, who claim to be a pastor, all of a sudden you say that you don't even want the Christianity again. What prompted you to be a pastor in the first place?
Because he was a pastor without even doing a research or knowing what he actually believed.
That is not a career you say you will resign. You don't resign. You don't resign.
If you ask him about this, if you ask him now,
like what our sister Ojugo was saying, was it yesterday when we were talking about Reverend Fathers? You don't just wake up and say you resign from the service of God like that. It doesn't happen. You don't just do that. Even if you are aggrieved, maybe you walk away from the church service, you're not doing this, you're not performing but you don't just come and confess and say, I am no longer a pastor. I'm no longer, in short, I'm out. And you go against even the religion itself. That makes your character very, very questionable. And
very questionable, yeah.
Those are the kind of people that went into pastorship or priesthood for a particular reason. So if they do not get exactly what they want, they will tell you, I'm out.
It's a job. It's a job.
Yeah.
So that is it.
So that is it. I think we have an update. So let us take this update before we begin to round up on the program. The case of Mazi and Kanu have ended, it have been adjourned. And as you know, today, they restricted people in the court. The DSS, we are present in the court, watching people who are going to send in info, because all this program we are doing, they are following up. And the way we are reading the information as it's coming, the way we are presenting the case in the court, they are monitoring, and it is bringing a very big disgrace to them. So they are now monitoring everything. They didn't allow people to put much info. But later on, people that are in the court will still come and tell us what happened. But they didn't allow people to transmit information from the court there. So the information we are getting now is that the case have been adjourned. The case have been adjourned. Let me just read it as it's written here. It said, due to court restriction on updating cross-examination proceedings, we learned that the cross-examination has ended. The prosecution team led by Omolo San has closed their case. The prosecution ended their provision of witnesses today. No more provision. Their witness provision have ended today. Meanwhile, today they have finished. No more. They're not going to bring any more
witness. No more witness.
Witness has ended. That one have finished today.
No more.
Okay, good. Okay, that's good.
They will not admit any witness again. Meanwhile, the defense team led by Kanu Agabi's son, filed for a no-case submission.
Yeah,
They filed for a no-case submission. So consequently, the presiding judge, Justice James Omotosho, adjourned the case to 18th July 2025 for adoption of written addresses on the no case of submission filed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's defense team.
Okay.
So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the case will still go up, have adjourned to 18th of July.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, from what you just read now, because we are still in June, today is 20, I suppose. So
Yeah.
the next court hearing will be 18th of July.
Yeah.
Okay, so probably that would be, I don't know, maybe that might just be the final deliberation because the prosecution has finished with all their witnesses. Yes, all these their masquerade, everything don't finish. So that next month, okay, fingers crossed, and we are winning. That's all I can say because
it's made clear here, or they said that on that very July, they say for adoption of written addresses on the no case submission filed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu defense team.
Yes.
Okay.
The defense team filed a no case submission.
Yes, because they're not supposed to try him, and that's where Ejimako is still standing.
Yeah, on that 18th July, then we will hear what is going to be
the final verdict. Yeah, the verdict will come. Eh?
Supposed to be the final verdict. Suppose. No, Nigeria, you can never predict what will come up.
Yeah. My question is this: this no case filed. Did they file this no case before the trial, or now they're filing this no case?
No, it's after the witness have ended their own destiny. So it was supposed to be their own turn to cross-examine the witness and order to put their own defense. So I guess the defense they put was just no case submission.
Because there was no case. There was the witnesses. There is nothing in the witness.
They were talking trash now. Those things
there's no case.
They lack merit. Absolutely no merit.
They filed for no case submission.
Yes.
And so far, the prosecution failed in all the areas. So,
what it means is that the defense team, our team, Nnamdi Kanu team, allowed Nigeria to expose themselves before they do what they did. That's what I can say.
Yeah.
Because everybody have seen that the guy have no case, and so what's the need of continue doing pretend as if they are doing any trial?
Exactly. Because the people that they presented that they were supposed to cross-examine, they cross-examined them, and none of them, their case couldn't hold water. All those things were thrown to dustbin. They couldn't hold water. So there's no point wasting time.
No problem. Simon next week, and then this Nnamdi Kanu 18th. Biafrans are listening, and we're waiting.
Only in Nigerian court, since I have started hearing about going to court, only in Nigerian court I have heard that somebody can be a witness. They did not see the person, and they only read something on newspaper and say that is what the person said, and they did not find the person for him to come and confirm if he the person that said that or not. And the brother present a whole federal government presenting somebody as a witness.
That's one good thing. Nnamdi Kanu know the witnesses.
You see?
Yeah, because they said it that they allowed the Nnamdi Kanu to say the witnesses.
Before Greg is talking about the one they brought from newspaper publication. Because there was one witness they brought. They said that they saw a publication made that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu directed the person to go and get 2,000 head. And the person was only put to get only 30. So they asked them, where is the person? Bring the person. Where is it? They said, no, it is a publication that was made on the newspaper.
Can you imagine?
They don't know his whereabouts.
Yeah. So tell me how you can tell me how you can prove that.
Greg was talking about.
Yeah. Is that not laughable? A whole nation presenting this kind of thing as a witness. Is that not shame?
But they know that the whole world.
But if you say,
watching this case,
if you say that Nnamdi Kanu know the witness or witnesses, sorry, How is it? Is it like you? Is it like they will unmask them? He will see them, then they will. How would you think he will know them? I mean,
but that's what they said from the beginning.
That
they didn't say he knows the witness. All they say is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can see the witness, but others cannot see the witness.
Yes.
Oh.
And the position where they kept the witness and where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he can see, but the person is masked.
The person is masked, but they allow him to see them first before they come out.
Before they wear the mask.
See them first before they come out. Not see them first. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu didn't know. Remember, one of them was asked if he was the one that interrogated Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The guy claimed to be the person, but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say he's not the person.
It's not the voice, yes.
Yes. The name, even the name, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called the name of the person that interrogated him, he mentioned the name. They asked the man, the man was called a different name.
Oh, okay. I thought what they meant that maybe inside they will let him see the person before they mark the person.
It's just to see the image of the person.
Nigeria na photo.
Where he's sitting. He's seen the person where he's sitting, but the crowd cannot see where the person is sitting.
Nigeria.
It's not that he will know the person.
The point is when they are doing all these things, they are not ashamed.
Oh wow.
Mazi, what is there is this. You see, this secrecy or this cultism, injustice will never stand forever.
Yeah.
Yes, they can hide it for just for some moment. There comes a time it will unveil itself by itself.
They will, yes. We will know them.
So, yes.
And it will come from them. They will open their mouth. They will talk.
Is it not Nigeria? It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. It's going to open.
Yeah.
Even those, our brothers, those Biafrans who are among associated in that mess, their own as well will be unveiled. Nothing will be hidden.
Yes. It's Niger. Oh, yeah. You're right. 100% right.
Thank you so much. I think we are going to be rounding up now. We have held it up to almost 3 hours now. So we got to be rounded up with our closing remark. As we go for that closing remark, I think let's start from our brother Ocean Monster. Go ahead. Give us your closing remark as we end the program.
Okay. Thank you, Mazi, to Survival. Thank you for this great time and opportunity. You always bring, to enlighten Biafrans and to bring updates and do the needful. Thank you. God continue to bless you. And all of us that contribute and everyone that listens as well. Let us continue to share it and share it until they get to everybody, because that is part of it. Sharing the good news, preaching the good news. That is what it is. Today we have seen how the case went. According by what we just had now, that the case of those who are giving evidence against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are finished today. So I believe that it is another time for the lawyers to stand up, maybe do some interrogations of what those witnesses said and know where to pick it. But we are highly assured by law, by divine, by nature, by human. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime concerning this case. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime. He did not have any question to answer from the beginning. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is just a freedom fighter who have taken it from Ojukwu General. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was born a Biafra. There is blood of Biafra in him. And freedom fighting is not a crime in international law and in Nigeria and every part of the world. Defense is not a crime in every part of the world. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and extraordinarily vindicted from Kenya, which is against the law and against the treaty of United Nations. So he has no case to answer. That is it. And having said that, I saw a post where VDM is calling the youths on Twitter to stand up because of what is going on. It is time for everybody to stand up. And again, I saw one person, this guy called Sia, what he wrote on Twitter. It was talking about Briggy, Mazi, Simon standing with the Briggy, this, that, and co. That is that propaganda. But they have failed, and they'll continue to fail. And Kedafia Bam 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 quote that Simon distance Dr. Ngozi Orabeze. That is laughable, and that is so mischievous. So there are a lot of them, a lot of it now, but I will leave it as a this. So we should ignore those people and do what we know to do best. Saturday is around the corner. I will not say much now because of the situation at hand. Thank you much to Survival. Thank you all, and greetings, Biafrans, according by your time zone. See you again, maybe in the evening or. Thank you.
Thank you so much, brother Ocean Monster. Thank you for your participation, contribution, and word of advice to Biafrans. We appreciate you. And we'll give the mic to our beloved sister, Wanda Ojugu. Go ahead and give Biafrans a word of encouragement, closing remark as we leave.
All hail Biafra.
Biafra, we hail thee.
Biafra, we hail thee. We hail thee, Biafra. You are our religion. You are our hope for freedom. You are our hope to live. You are our hope to say our life matters. And so, all those who have sacrificed their life because we believe in spirit, we believe that spirit sees what human eyes cannot see. Protect the land of Biafra. Protect the life of your people that are still living. Be the vengeance. Take vengeance on those who have hurt your people in one way or the other. The only time those who have sacrificed their life for the sake of Biafra, you will rest is when Biafra land has taken full position, and we will all celebrate with you all. And you will be hovering around Biafra land. Those who choose to repent, they will repent. If we found out of 12, a Judas was in there. Out of million, I don't know how many Judas. So, not all will repent. But we'll call on all the spirit to direct those who are Biafrans and those who are not Biafrans, but what is good for them, because Biafra is for good. Support our government. Come, let's stop this madness one time. We are all hurting. Everybody in this whole God Nigeria is hurting. And it's a fight for everybody. If we all like what Ibrahim is doing in its own country, we can do it and even do it better. Rise up. Men and women, calibers of men and women have volunteered their life, their time to put Biafra government together. Millions have voted and said, we want Biafra. So I call all the celebrities, all those who flush money to come and support this government. In everything we have anonymous donors. Let's do this once and for all. We have men who are ready to fight, to defend, to stop the massacre in Benue not to happen to us. And that part of Benue, if you watch the protests, they're all Igbos. They were speaking Igbos, Igbo language. So they are our people. They are Christians. We should not wait at the last minute to talk. Prevention, we all know, is better than cure. Let's prevent this before it happens. That was all Simon was crying. Nnamdi, a voice in the wilderness. So I beg you, the spirit of all the dead Biafrans, to rise up, possess our people, possess our men and women, that they may see what the future was by supporting the government. They got the key. They just need your support. Possess them. Because when the spirit possesses you, you don't even know what you're doing. That's why I call the spirit of all those who have died in Biafra to possess your people. That we may do better than what we're doing.
See?
That you may open our eyes.
See?
To prevent this harm before it even happened. The cry of all those children that were born today, rise out of vengeance. Rise. You went through pain when you were burning. You went through pain. Nobody can imagine what you went through as that light, that fire was going on. They cried for help. Touch the hearts of our men and women, of our politicians, to say enough is enough. Possess them.
See?
Possess them.
See?
That's my prayer. All hail Biafra, and Biafra will hail thee. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. We appreciate you for that wonderful, wonderful prayer. And may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to protect you and strengthen you also among us. Bro Greg, take the mic. Bro Greg, give us a closing remark.
Yeah, Mazi, thank you so much. And my greetings to all our panelists and all the Biafrans as we come to this program to the end. I thank God for our lives, and
What happened, Bro Greg?
Yes, I encourage all the Biafrans to continue not to look back. Don't mind the people that is telling you that our leader, Simon Ekpa, PM, is distancing himself from Tatangaza Rebels, that is meaningless. What is playing out is these people thought that our PM will not come out. Ogenkir and his group never believe that they will be talking about by this time that our PM, Simon Ekpa, will be coming out anytime soon. They never thought of it. Their mind that was that Musa and the Tinubu will succeed in taking him back to Nigeria. And if he go back to Nigeria, the story is completely different. But they never knew. And that is why they took him before 48 hours, they wrote a memo to take his position. Because their mind was that they would deport him to Nigeria. Now they have failed. And now they are running up and down. So it makes no sense. We know where we are. We know where we started, and we know where we are going. So encourage every Biafran to be strong, fight all your battle to the end. We will not listen to those photo catchers. Let them continue with the photo and let us be doing what we are doing. And pray hard that our PM come out. Let him come out and deny us. Because he's not denying Ngozi Orebeze. When they say she's denying Ngozi, she's denying every one of us. So that's what it means. So he is not a fool like they think they are. He's not like them, and they are ahead. So I encourage you to stand firm and do the right thing. Yes, there is no other message that is so important than to pray for our PM, pray for Dr. Ngozi Orebeze, pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, pray for all the cabinet and all the media, and pray for yourself, and continue doing what you are doing. Be stand first and never move an inch. May God bless United States of Biafra. May God bless our government. And may God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our Simon Ekpa and Dr. Ngozi Orebeze. Choose.
Thank you so much, my brother. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for that wonderful, wonderful speech. May Chukwu Okabiyama bless you, also guide and protect you. I can see my beloved brother Maxwell. He came as we are rounding up. My brother Maxwell, I know that things are not that, that now we pray that Almighty Chukwu Okabiyama will equally guide you, protect you, and secure you all the time. So take up the mic, my brother Max. Open up your mic and speak to Biafrans. Just round it up and before we go. My brother Max, unmute yourself. Bro Max, are you there?
Yes, please, I'm here.
Okay.
Good afternoon to you, Mazi Chicks. It's been a while.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. And good afternoon to every Biafran. It is quite obvious what is happening to our people. The only reason why I came in, because I've been very much, engaged in some certain things. The only thing that brought me in this afternoon is to speak to those that are testifying against their own brothers. That is, you are committing suicide. You are committing suicide by standing against your own people that are fighting for your own freedom. When your counterparts are right across the northern Nigeria, protecting the interests of their own people, the real terrorists that are wreaking havoc in all parts of the northern Nigeria and in Biafra land. Why they are protecting them, why they are covering them, why they are giving them leverages to perpetuate evil on our people. You are in Biafra land fighting your own brothers. You are committing suicide. We know you, whether you cover your face, whether you do not cover your face. Whatever that you have done within this period, Biafrans are taking records of them. Like I always say, The worst war any man or woman will pick is the war against his or her fellow, people. We will remind you whatever that you have done today against the people of Biafra. For those of you who will keep records of everything that you are doing, your effort to thwart the freedom of the United States of Biafra, the freedom of my mother's ancestral land, the freedom of the Biafran people, the enabling environment for them to explore what God has given to them. You are thwarting it, kicking against them, becoming an impediment against the Biafran of people and their wishes. You will pay the price. If I were you, I would just evaporate or leave the Biafra land. That is the only thing I have for you. Look at what is happening in Benue State. Look at what has happened in our own Enugu State. Till today, they are still massacring our people. You can't see them. You don't see no reason for you to come out and say, I want to support these people because all the things Mazi Nnamdi has said in the past has come to fulfillment. The only thing you do is to sit on Twitter, X, sit on platforms and condemn your own people. I was in one platform the other day. This is a Biafran, an indigenous, an Igbo man. He said, I am not a Biafran, but I am an Igbo man. When the Fulani terrorists come, tell them that you are an Igbo. Tell them that you are not a Biafran. And let's see what will happen to you, whether you will get their sympathy. Biafrans all over the world, I thank you for your resilience. I thank you for all that you are doing. Keep it up. Chukwu Okike Abiama will never abandon us. And we will accomplish the reason why he has called us out today to do this. Always pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Always pray for someone, because I have no power to release them. Only God has the power to free these two great sons of Biafra land. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and may Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide each and every one of you in your endeavors and prosper each and every one of you so that you will also contribute to the freedom of our people. Thank you so much, and I love you all. Mazi Chicks, thank you for having me. I hear there.
Thank you so much. We love you more. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Fellow Biafrans, we have an update that I want us to also look into. This update is coming from the United States of Biafra platform. You can see it there. It is tweeted on our platform, United States of Biafra, and past 49 minutes ago, it was tweeted there. So it's a very interesting one, very encouraging one, and I believe it's good for Biafrans to know about this. The tweet says, Governor Josh Stein of North Carolina has proclaimed June 14, 2025 as Igbo Day in the state. A recognition for the United States of Biafra nationals living in the United States of America. The proclamation can be seen in an official document signed by the governor. He further encourages all citizens to observe the day. This is a good news. And this is the process we have to go.
Wow.
Little recognitions there before you know it, boom, we are there.
Wow.
So this is a very good news. You can go and look it up. Look at it there. It's there. That is it. State of North Carolina, George Stein. So you can go to that very site also. You see it for yourself so they wouldn't say it's a Photoshop. Governor Josh Stein of North Carolina has proclaimed June 14, 2025 as Igbo's Day in the state. A recognition for the United States of Biafra nationals living in the United States of America. The proclamation can be seen in an official document signed by the governor for further encourage all citizens to observe the day. This is a good news. It's a good news.
Very good news. Very good news.
Very good news. So that is it. The government of Biafra is not sleeping. We are not wasting time. Anything we can be able to lay our hand upon to make sure that our voice is out there, to make sure that we are heard, we will continue to do it. Do it as a government, also do it as an individual. Any place you are, identify yourself as a Biafran and live a good life. Don't be lying or duping people and be answering a Biafra. No. If you must go out with identity of Biafra, try to make sure you are doing something that is genuine. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That is it. So we thank Chukwu Okama for that. And we appreciate everyone that have joined us on this program from the beginning to the end. We have come to the end of the program. And we ended it with the good news. At the same time, we are waiting for our Prime Minister and Mazi Nnamdi to join us as soon as possible. All things is going to work together for our own good. There is no fear anywhere. It is only joy ahead of us. There is a bright light at the end of the tunnel. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect every single Biafrans across the world. More especially those living in Biafra land. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect every one of us. May Chukwu protect our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orebweze. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Eba. Give him more strength, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Give him more revelations. Every attack against him, may Chukwu come and take away from him. May his freedom be restored as soon as possible. We pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for divine wisdom, divine strength, divine healing. We pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for divine revelation, that very soon he will begin to enjoy his freedom and no evil shall befall him. No weapon fashioned against us as Biafran shall prosper. And no weapon formed or fashioned against us and our leaders shall prosper. Thank you so much for joining us on this program. We will see you again tomorrow by the grace of Chukwu. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, my dear, on the beat.
I see mommy in Kechi, a rapper don't tell she the kneel for grave where my youth day, Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Peking don't fall, now watch up, I'm raw. Please have they shake my hand, no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today now dust we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know they.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, don't let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she knows I be this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts, we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
Oh, make we try oh.
Back up joints with a trembling, oh hey. If we no join now, our children go so.
Freedom, take pride in your country. If you want democracy, hold on to your sovereignty. And if you want peace, love your nation. Wise leaders always put the good of their own people and their own country first. The future does not belong to globalists. The future belongs to patriots. The future belongs to sovereign and independent nations who protect their citizens, respect their neighbors, and honor the differences that make each country special and unique. It is why we in the United States embarked on an exciting program.
Now therefore, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, His Excellency Eba Simon Jaku, by virtue of the authority and pursuant of the issues and principles recited above, do hereby solemnly proclaim that the territory and region under the 40 confederating states of Biafra, together with her continental shelf and territorial waters, shall henceforth regain her independence and act as an independent sovereign state with the name and title of the United States of Biafra.
Thank you. We have heard of all the grievances that have been read here today. The untold hardship of our people that they have gone through, the lives that the lives that have been lost, the lives that we are still losing. As a member of cabinet, I stand here to affirm on the basis of the grievances and of the referendum for our forefathers, for this generation, for the next generation to come, I affirm the declaration and restoration of the United States of Biafra.
This is my wicked word. This is my confusion word. Listen to Palibran. I'm really telling you a story about the world.